Today we're going to be discussing my entrepreneurship journey and how I got started and where I am now. Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be discussing my entrepreneurship journey and how I got started and where I am now. So I came up with the idea of having an e-commerce store back in 2016. I was working for a dental practice, and I remember specifically requesting to take a day off because I had to take my son to the doctor. And my manager was like, no, you can't take the day off. Can't you find someone to take your son to the doctor for you? And at that moment, that was a pivotal moment because I was like, no, I don't want anybody having the authority to tell me I can't take a day off because I need to take my son to the doctor and you need to find someone else to take him. So at that moment, I came up with the idea to have supplemental income or more passive income. In 2019 is when I actually implemented the idea to go ahead and just get my business started, get my business up and running. So the first thing I did was I set up my domain on Shopify because I didn't want to go register my business just yet and then come back and the Shopify domain is gone or the website domain is gone. So what I did was I paid for the $29 basic plan, set up my Shopify domain, and then after that, I went down to my local Secretary of State and I registered my business with the state of Illinois. And after that, it took about 2 weeks because they had to put my business in like a local newspaper to make sure that no one else in my state had that business name. So once that came back and that was approved, I had the proper documentation and I was able to solidify my business as Grand Boutique. So I have the document. Now that's the first step, registering your business with your local Secretary of State, because you also have to be able to charge taxes on your products. So you have to register your business with your local Secretary of State, not only to get your LLC, but to also get your business tax license to be able to charge taxes. Okay, so that's the first step. The second step I did was I trademarked my business because the last thing you want to do is put in all that hard work and somebody is able to steal your business identity. That's the last thing you want to do. And I'll put the link below to where the website I use to trademark my business. You want to have a lawyer who's able to walk you through those steps of trademarking your business because you want to make sure it's done the right way. But if you don't have a lawyer, you can do it yourself. But I would say do your research to make sure that you're doing it the right way, because the last thing you want to do is make a mistake trademarking your business. After I trademarked my business, the third step is what I did was I got a business bank account. So since I had my LLC and I had my articles of organization paper, I had all of that, all of those documents, I was able to set up a business bank account. And what I did was I set up a business checking account and I set up two checking accounts actually. The first checking account was for my business direct deposits to come through, right? And then the second account was for my business expenses. And then the third account was my actual savings. I set up a savings account for my business. So the reason why I set up 3 different business accounts, because the first account is direct deposits only. And if I were to need a loan or if I were to need to find or go fill out an application for some type of funding, I would like for them to only see direct deposits coming in to my bank account, because then that would help me solidify the loan or whatever I'm looking for. And the expense account is for any type of expenses for my business. And what I would do is I would take 20% out of that first account and put it into my expense account to cover my expenses for my business. And the third account was specifically for savings. So I took care of all the things that I need to take care of in regards to getting my LLC registered, getting my business taxes licensed so I can charge taxes on my website. I was able to get my business bank account. I was able to trademark my business. And then through that process, what I was doing was building my Shopify website as well. And I was basically doing my research, finding out what clothing I would like to put on my website. And once I found the unique looks that I feel was feasible to the Grand Boutique brand, I was able to get that clothing, get samples of the clothing, make sure that the clothing fit, make sure that it was nice clothing. And after that, I had to basically get a photographer, and the photographer was able to take my pictures, professional photos, because the last thing that you want to do is use stock photos for your business. Do not use any stock photos for your business. It's not good. The customers will not trust you because they're going to think that your website is some website in China and they're not going to get their products and it's a scam. So you have to build that trust. Like, you don't have to be the face of your website, but you can get models to model your clothing so that you can have it on your website. And then after I put my website together, I wrote the description, put all the SEOs together. So speaking of SEOs, you want to register your business with Google Analytics because you want your business or your brand to pop up in a Google search if someone is to search for anything that you may have listed on your website, whether it's a dress, whether it's shoes, whether it's a coat. You want to register your business with Google Analytics. That's top key because essentially you want your business to rank 1 through 10 in the search box on Google. And with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in to my YouTube video. The next video I am going to post, I am going to be discussing my journey after I launch my business. I'm going to be discussing the sales that I got. I'm going to be discussing marketing, Facebook ad, social media marketing, and just giving you guys a look into my journey as an entrepreneur and where I started and where I am now. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button so that you're notified the next time I post a video. Talk to you guys soon.